We cannot go out like this.
Battle stations, Michael!
Take it easy, bud.
I got it.
All right, here we go.
I realized that I needed to brace myself a little bit differently. I used one of the cross beams on my back leg.
Hold steady.
Everything's on the line right now for the adults. They need to tie things up. Here they go, and it's Mike versus Dan. Who's going in? And it's a fight.
Get him. Burning speed. Stay good. Yes! Woo!
And the adults stay alive. It is time. 1-1 here in jousting. Big Dan is keeping them alive.
Dude, nice.
Now we just need one more, and then it's the tie-break round. We're gonna win this thing.
Let's get to the tie-break. Anything can happen.
This one, dude, this is it. We need to win this.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go, Scouts! Go! Stay cool, man.
I'm good.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here they go.
Go, Scouts!
Let's get a good hard hit, man.
Yeah.
And there's contact.
Yeah!
And the adults go in. The Scouts win the challenge.
Exhaustion set in for us. The Scouts had so much more endurance than we did.
Yeah!
Victory for the Scouts.
Gentlemen, great effort today, but unfortunately,
Scouts will be eliminating one of you tonight.
you guys go ahead and head to camp, and I will see one of you tomorrow.
What could we have done differently?
We should have kept going all the way to the end.
Don't you understand like where I'm coming from, the strategy? I mean, obviously the canoeing, that was only one little part of our race.
I guess it comes down to, a value of never giving up.
Well, what's the point going all out when they're basically about to cross the finish line?
My philosophy is never give up, never surrender, never quit. That's my take on it. I am here because I've got unfinished business with the Scouts. I am not here to quit anything.
All right, guys, so obviously we have to figure out who we're going to send home tonight.
Yeah.
I think the adults' strategy was to go really fast at the beginning. They tried to just sprint the entire way, not pace themselves out at all. They were done for.
Dan made a critical mistake when he was turning, and they turned a little bit off course, and they lost a lot of time.
When he saw that you guys won, he just kind of gave up. Really?
Wow. Both you and I have the juice to go all out, all the way to the finish line.
I mean, I guess we're just not going to agree on that one.
But we don't have to agree, you know. I feel confident going into this final elimination. I think that Dan lost the race for us today, not to mention asking me to give up or quit on a race before it was completed. That alone, I think, should be a ticket home.
If Mark felt that he was making all these bad decisions, why didn't he step up and take charge?
That's true, man. That's true.
All of today's challenge was based on teamwork. I don't think they worked together really well.
So, do we have a decision?
I'd say. Let's go tell him.
Let's go.
No.
After the Canoe Wars challenge, the Scouts must now eliminate one of the adults.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
We've had to make a tough decision on who's going to go home and who we're going to face tomorrow. Dan, today you made some critical errors. And based on that, Mark, we're going to want to face up against you tomorrow, and Dan, you're going to have to go home. I'm sorry, man, but you are not tougher than a Boy Scout.
Great job. Great job.
ultimately I didn't make it to the finals. I did learn something, though, and I think being away from scouting, it's not necessarily always about getting to Eagle. It's about doing your best. I came out here to prove something to my brothers. What I take away here, just the fact that I'm gonna go back to my roots and go back to the camping ways, go back to the outdoors. I think that's a great thing.
All right, Mark, get some rest and bring your A game tomorrow. It's gonna be tough. Hey, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, dude.
I teach drama, and so my path in life is to help others achieve their dreams. And maybe it's time for me to focus on some of my own wants, needs, desires, and dreams.
Nice hustle, looking good. Mark, welcome to the final challenge. Congratulations on being the last adult standing. It all comes down to this, men. A Boy Scout must be able to survive in the wild with only the bare essentials. So, for today's challenge, both sides will be given only the necessities required to succeed. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is the Toyota Wilderness Challenge. It's time to find out who's the ultimate wilderness survivor.
This challenge tests the skills for the Wilderness Survival Merit Badge. Armed with just a few essential basics, the competitors follow a path to the end of the challenge. Along the way, they must build a shelter and eat their rations. Next, build a fire and protect themselves from the elements by covering their bodies in mud. Finally, fashion a spear and fire harden it. Then, run through the woods until they find and hit this target. The first competitor to hit the target wins.
Let's get this challenge underway.
The Yeti is ready.
Keegan, are you ready?
Let's go.
Mark, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! And the race is on. And it looks like Mark is taking a slight lead, headed down to the creek.
And I am indeed the proud owner of a Wilderness Survival Merit Badge. It would mean a whole lot to me to win this challenge. It'll put some things to rest that were left open in my youth. And maybe I'll get some closure because no one will be able to question again whether I could make Eagle Scout or not.
This final challenge is my domain. Look at me, I'm a mountain man. My troop is all about wilderness survival. We've been to like Alaska, Kilimanjaro. All right, so we're on our separate ways.
When the trail splits off, the competitors must follow separate paths that both go about a half mile and end up at the same final spot, the spear range.
Where the hell am I going?
Up here in these mountains, it's going to be all about assessing the environment and making calls based on what's at hand. You know, that's kind of what wilderness survival is all about.
Remember, this is a race. Not only do these guys have to properly complete the challenges, but the first one to get through to the finish wins.
This'll do. Okay. Making a lean-to here. The first task is making a lean-to shelter. Get my main post. So to make a lean-to, first you gotta make the frame. I'm gonna find the biggest branch I can, leaning it up against that big rock because there's a flat area underneath. Pretty much you just gotta get as many sticks as you can, cover it up to support the blanket. Now I'm feeling like I got what I need.
So I know several types of lean-tos. I had to build 3 for just my Wilderness Survival Merit Badge.
All right, cool.
So I built the kind of shelter that was meant to keep me nice and cool in the shade.
The cold is not your enemy right now. Your enemy is the sun. Most people who are gonna find themselves dead in the wilderness are gonna be dead because they ran out of water, they couldn't get out of the sun. Okay, it's all done. Now let's test her out. I'm good to go to bed. All right, but this is a race, so we gotta keep going. Now, what I have here is a structure that is gonna keep me out of the sun. All right, I gotta eat my rations. All right, these are my rations. Oh my, is that a grub? Oh yeah. Oh, looks to be a worm, a grub of some sort, and a grasshopper. Ugh. This grub is gonna be disgusting. All right. I don't know what these are, but we'll do it 2 at a time. All right. All right, the worm. Food. Oh,
I tried not to think about it too much, just down the hatch.
oh man, just like Mother used to make. All right, gotta first start my fire. The next task, I gotta make a fire ring and get that fire blazing. First, doing the fire ring, the twigs. Here we go. Good source of twigs.
This is where I'm gonna build a fire, so I immediately start gathering up as much tinder as I can find.
Here we go. Here we go, grass. Do your thing.
Both competitors have been equipped with the flint striker. By generating friction off the magnesium strip, you can spark a fire,